The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Nice?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Key narration volume set to 100. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the missed connection on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanke, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkle, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Direct snap. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Singleton. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Really good awareness defensively there, anticipating that jet sweep might be coming. They were excellent on the end of the line of scrimmage, able to stop him for a negative play.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Jones to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
A nice drive by this offense. They move the football 0-0. You think they're going to take the lead. They make the big mistake, and now the other offense set up in the red zone with an opportunity for them to put some points on the board and break the tie.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Finding some room. And he scores! Touchdown, Florida! The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. pressure. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45, on his way. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. Finds his man. It's Lopez. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Well, quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to get away. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Under fire. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Singleton. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Here's a little room there. They found a little running room out of the wildcat, still short of the first down marker. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Pulls and fired complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. After the touchdown, if they can get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Jones wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Find some fresh air. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's Wiles. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go.
Got a little grip, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he puts through the extra point. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here comes the heat. Keeps it and gets the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Could be an alley. He'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as the clock runs before the half.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Jones to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, taking it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Plows through the defense. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He'll pull it down and run. Past the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Gators headed quickly to the line. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he missed it. No good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
Number 64, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Singleton. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
With the catch, it's ball. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Back has it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Daniels. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Got it. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Keeps it himself. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage. And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. Extending the play. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it.
Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Fires to the right. Snared on the right sideline. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Going for 6. Touchdown, Gators! Somehow, they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
Number 91, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? Moving out to the right. Shoots it to the left. The sure hands, it's Riles. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
In this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead still, but we've seen an entirely different look for this offense here in the second half. They have yet to generate a point in the second half, and if they're going to hang on to this game, they better find a way to run the ball more effectively than what they're doing right now.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Direct snap. It's Singleton. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
He wants a big play here late. Makes a deep grab. Breaks into the open. The 20. Inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. FSU calling its second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up a huge gain. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Touchdown, Gators! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You've got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Venables told me before the game, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. 4th down coming.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your role. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground, and that's exactly...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. There's a crease. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
He gets a block. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Barry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Connection to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He'll try to do it himself. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Barry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different number.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Trying to set up the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass, you're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
On the direct snap, it's Berry. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires left. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Smashes ahead. Touchdown Sooners. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Hall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Durham. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Using the quick game. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down,
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads it downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Eugene Wilson! Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the run, deep down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left.
Caught, and he's got room. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Into the end zone for 6. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Direct snap. It's Berry. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Blue 85.
Back has it. The give on the option. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Pulls and fires complete. Snags it, and there's running room. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Berry. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown LSU!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive.
They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a connection. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Finds a tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together, but man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.